Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I think I need to get a little work done on my 64 GMC short box. Get back on this. I'll give you a little rundown on what's going on here. All right, this is my 1964 GMC. I think this thing was what they call a C15. Had one of those big old 6-cylinder, almost V8 looking motors in it. And was my dad's truck for a long time. Then I got it and stuck a bunch of money into it, and it's still gone nowhere in 15 years. Well, I think we ought to get moving on this and get something done with it. And since I've bought a rolling chassis that's a short bed frame, got a brand new short bed box on it. Let's take a walk around the back. Got a Curry 9-inch rear end that's shortened. The gearing in it, I do believe, is 373s. It's written on here somewhere. I don't see it anymore. Got a full set of Willwood brakes all the way around. There'll be a fuel tank sitting right in here. Got a full air ride kit, my ugly welds. Getting this notch in here, thinking I need to do something a little different, but it's starting to come around. I have a plate to fill this in, so we no longer have that. Fairly decent, not much rust. I mean, we got rust in the door, but has the big hump floor. And everything in here looks pretty good. Not much rust anywhere. Still closes like a truck. Come around, I started working on getting the aftermarket hood hinge in here. So these have dual shocks that go in here and will hold this up, just like the big hatches on the big SUVs and whatnot. And then front suspension I ordered from Texas Metal TV show over there. Those guys hooked me up with this, Extensive Metals, upper bracket. And then I got a 2-inch lowering spindle. Got an aftermarket rack and pinion. Gen 4 5.3 LS. Still working out what I want to do with it. And then I have, just because this is going to be a cruiser and nothing super hot roddy, I did a built 4L60E for it. And there you can see the brake rotors on there. Well, today I wanted to see, being as I'm into the Camaros and I have crap tons of parts, these are headers off of a Camaro. I wanted to see if we can get them to fit between the frame rails on this and see what happens. So let's just start with the one up front. Grab a couple of bolts in case this works. Grab the driver's side. This might be interesting to do with one hand. First, see if it fits in there. If not, take it back out. If it does, I'll have to put this on a stand. Well, I'm gonna have to put this on a stand. All right, one sec. All right, well, beans that fit in there. Let's give this a shot and see what we got. Oh, come on. to... Well, shoot. There's not much to do with that one. Let's move it over here. And let's see if the second one will fit in. Nope. Bolts that never came out of here. Shoot. Looks like that one might hit, but maybe not if it goes down into place. Throw those up there. Well, I'm not going to bore with trying to get those bolts out, so give me a minute. We'll see if I can get these bolts out and bring it right back. Okay, well, I got one out and one that broke off. For now, no big deal. Let's see if this will work this time. Getting hooked on the spark plugs. Alright, I need to grab a tool and get that fixed up with the tool. Alright, let's pop these plugs out. Yeah, this truck was originally my father's. He had it for many years, and before he passed away, he made sure that my brother got the vehicle of his choosing and I got a vehicle of my choosing. This is the one I wanted. Probably should have taken the 49 Panhead with a sidecar instead of the truck, but hey, you know, hindsight's 20/20, and I'll make this into something cool. I want to do a nice little show car, cruiser, paint it root beer brown. I already have a two-tone tan interior for it, tan and brown. Pretty much the only things I don't have is gauges, because I want to do an aftermarket gauge cluster, digital, and then all the wiring to support the LS and the 4L60E and the electric fuel pump that's going to be in the back to support the LS. Alright, let's see if this will go on there now. so close. Alright, let me show you what's going on here so you can see what we got going. So once it gets up in there, we're only about an inch away. So I'm gonna have to get in here and cut some of that. Looks like I'm gonna have to reroute either this pipe or cut the chassis. Either one doesn't really hurt me any. I already have the exhaust and it was cheap. So throw these back in here so that nothing climbs in there and dies, or keep the moisture out. And then from all these Camaros that I have had, somewhere I have a full set of coil packs and I have all kinds of things. I figured if I already had it, I might as well try to use it. Make this a little cheaper, because right now on this I've spent around $40,000 on parts. I had brand new doors for this, but they just wouldn't fit these lines through here very well. So I figured I might as well just fix this door instead of trying to get a new one on there. I'll weld all these up from the old mirrors. This drip edge will come off. And then I think this is the worst side. Yeah, there's some cancer down here. A little bit more in this floor. Other than that, well, and you can see a hole back in there, but other than that, this thing's not too bad. To be honest, I've had this way too long and not done hardly any work to it. I mean, I've had it, well, longer than a couple of my kids have been alive, and well, 3 of them, and they're not in their teens anymore. So I've got piles of parts for this truck, right up to about there. All of this stuff on this rack, and then we wander out here into my parts room. This is where I hide all the stuff. You can see hood, fenders, door panels that I'm not using. That top shelf is mostly for that truck. Oh, what else do we got down here? There's a 2-link down there that I'm not using. There's some rockers. Lots of panels for repair. I think that's it for most of that. And then the rest of this room is just my Camaro stuff. Wheels and tires, headliners, front splitters. We go down the line to all this stuff: exhaust systems, suspensions, door panels, glass, you name it. If it's for a Camaro, 5th gen Camaro, most of it's sitting in this room. Let's see, I have back here there's the radiator, electric fans. Down there is the fuel tank. And then hiding back there is a spare transmission. So we got quite a bit of stuff. I need to start working on this. And I'll do little bits here and there and bring it up on here and show you guys what I'm doing. As soon as the weather warms up, then what's hiding under this cover is going to get another coat of clear. And I'll start putting my daughter's Mustang back together. That's hiding under this. Sneak peek of that. Nice little white wheels there. And then sooner or later I need to get on figuring out what all this needs so we can get it roadworthy. Clean up the interior, clean up underneath it, make it look a little nicer. It's a beautiful car and I really do love this body style. Imagine that, it's a 5th gen Mustang and I really like 5th gen Camaro. But, alright guys, I think that's it for this video. We'll see how long. Hopefully it only takes about a week or so and I'll get some done on this, but I just wanted to see if those exhaust would fit. And it looks like driver's side fits fine. I just need to mess with passenger side and make it work. Get some work done on that and get a little fun going here. I do miss the guy that drove this truck and really want to get it back on the road so I can have that, you know, we all had that one person that got us into cars and it was my father. So it'd be nice to get that back on the road. Thank you for watching. If you liked any of this, please subscribe. It'll help me out. If we can get over 1,000 subscribers, I might get enough money to, you know, here and there to help pay for some of the stuff to put on these cars and give you guys some videos. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, share. Thank you.